We anticipate come early next week we'll have those videos posted for the whole world to see. So at this time, I'd like to call on our first speaker, who is Connie Phelps, a member of the faculty. She'll be followed by Brendan Bonds. And committee members, I'd like to, for our first speaker's remarks, direct your attention to your blue folders. There is a report, a summary of a survey that the UNO Faculty Senate have conducted, and Dr. Phelps is going to talk about those results. Dr. Phelps.
Thank you. My name is Connie Phelps. I'm a faculty member in the library, so I'm actually Ms. Phelps. I'm actually chair of the policy committee right now, which, if you all aren't aware, is an elected body. It's one person from each of the colleges and one faculty member from the library. And what we've done is an attempt to give you all some input. We've done a quick survey, and I say quick, it was only open for about a week, of the faculty members, and we have results here, which I'm going to briefly go over. People were also asked if they wanted to make optional comments, and a few people did, and I'm going to read a few relevant ones, but I'll also make the other ones available to you all. So I was actually thinking I might have a display, but since I don't, the first question that we asked people, and they were allowed to choose only 3 of these options, their top 3, opportunities for the future president of the University of New Orleans. And as you can see, of the 3 opportunities that people chose, the top one, with 52% of the responses, is improving faculty salaries and support. And what I want to explain about this is that we at UNO, the faculty members, actually haven't had a raise since 2006 with no prospect. So that's why that's ranking very high. Fundraising also came out second, recruiting and retaining outstanding faculty. What I wanted to point out specifically is that in the 30s and in the 40s and high 30s, there's a cluster of most of those. So you can see people are kind of evenly divided about what was an important opportunity for them. And ranking down lowest for the faculty, of course, only faculty survey, was alumni engagement, but even that was 14%. The second question that people were asked was the desired traits for the incoming president of the University of New Orleans. And again, they were only allowed to choose 3. Some of the comments were, we want all of these things. How can we choose 3? So as you can see, the top vote getter, if you will, was commitment to academic excellence in undergraduate and graduate programs with 45% of the responses. And you can also see that there's a cluster in the 40s and so forth. Aspires to constantly improve the reputation and rankings of the university, high ethical standards, unquestioned integrity. Somebody said, of course we want somebody with integrity. I didn't pick that because of course we want that. And you can see the last one possesses an entrepreneurial spirit, 12% tying with intrinsically collaborative style of leadership at 12%. Again, people only had 3 choices. The third one, desired qualifications or experiences for the incoming president of the University of New Orleans. The top vote getter is a record of supporting and building a strong faculty and staff with 54%, followed closely by experience with the particular challenges of a public urban university. Now, I don't know what the applicant pool is of people who have experiences with public urban universities, but that was very important to the people. That was one of their top 3 choices for 53% of the people. And you can see down at the bottom, led successful strategic planning efforts. That was less important to people than these other top ones. And direct personal experience with the work of a tenured faculty was also the lowest one with 12%. And I just wanted to, what I did with the comments was sort of put them in categories, as you'll see. The opportunities, 3-4 of the people actually mentioned that the new president should have a connection to the community. They should be able to go out in the community, and they should connect the university to the community. 2 people mentioned specifically the importance of our research mission here at UNO. 2 people thought it was important to harp on fundraise. And there were a couple comments about the faculty supports related to faculty support salaries related to morale on the campus. The second optional, the desired traits, again, 3 people said we want all of these things. There were several comments which were talking about wanting somebody, an academic person, preferably from outside. Then there were a few other comments about the environment and morale. And then the final comments, there were 45 people who made comments on the final possibility. 6 of them thought it was important to say that someone, the next president of the University of New Orleans, should be somebody from outside, and several of them actually said outside Louisiana. As far as the search timing and qualifications of them, someone said get somebody in place by December 20, this year. Someone said don't settle, take as long as you need to get somebody good in place. And those, again, I can share those with you all. But that is, again, a brief summary of, again, a very short week-long survey of the faculty. And I will tell you that 140 people began the survey, 131 completed it. So that's the number that we're dealing with here, but that's a sense of the faculty. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Brendan Bonds. Brandon is a student and an active member of the SGA. He'll be followed by Mel Sullivan.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to thank you guys on behalf of the students for allowing the opportunity for the faculty, staff, and students to speak at this public hearing. I just want to tell you guys, one of the things that I think is very important for our next president to possess is a spirit of excellence. You know, back in 1956 when Homer Hitt founded this university, he founded it on a spirit of excellence. And that's something that, in my opinion, our university has lost. After all that's happened with us through Katrina and through all the stuff that happened last year, I think we've lost that spirit of excellence. And I think now we're starting to go into a direction in that, and I think the move to the UL system is a part of that. And you guys have a unique opportunity in selecting a person who can do that for us. This is not only about faculty, staff, and the community, it's about the students. It's about this university going to the next level. And whoever decides to take that position, whatever brave soul that is, you know, I hope that you guys will select someone who you guys know without a doubt in your hearts can carry on that spirit of excellence that is unique to this university and that's unique to this city. Because this city not only has a spirit of excellence, and that's the one thing that I would tell you guys to please keep in mind in every single candidate that you see. Excellence, 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 excellence. It's what we've done for 50 years, and it's what we need to continue to do for the next 50 years. So thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Mel Sullivan. He's a student and interested member from the community and will be followed by Donald Marshall.
Don't laugh at the comment about student. I'd like the next president of the university, or actually the first one, to be a person who has demonstrated outstanding ability to engage the community. We have fine private universities here, but none of them fulfills the role or can fill the role that UNO plays to in this community. I'd like the new president to be somebody that can really get the community to buy into the importance of the university to all of us. And of course, if it'd be absolutely great if it was a person that had also demonstrated the ability to raise money. That would be great.
Thank you. I'll remind our audience once again, if they desire to address the search committee, to please fill out a buff request to speak card. Our student ambassadors in the back of the room have cards and pens. And our next speaker is Donald Marshall, a student here at UNO, and he'll be followed by Gerald Whitney.
Thank you all for being here today, and thank you all for listening to us. I graduated from UNO. I got my undergrad here. I'm now a graduate student here. I started off at Southeastern when Dr. Moffitt was the provost, and I really had a deep desire and love for that university, and that's grown here as well. But this university seems to lack one thing, and I don't think that the faculty or I think the faculty realizes it, but the administration doesn't realize,